Scorpio, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading, going from the 9th to the 15th of October. Yes, just a sort of quick sort of thing on this week as well, because I did the monthly readings on the channel, and that was, the off-the-wall readings, basically. This week here, we have the eclipse coming up on the 14th of October. Now, the eclipse, I'm going to go into much greater detail in Cymatic TV, which is our sister channel linked in the description below. It's all about energy, basically. But just to sort of summarize it very, very slightly, it's going between the root chakra and the sacrum chakra. So it's all about sort of fundamental desires, and fundamental desires are sort of things like I'm hungry, and heart's desires is I want to eat a pizza. That sort of thing. So, it's getting things into perspective in fundamental ways, basically. I hope you're doing absolutely fine and dandy. Thank you very much for being here. Oh yeah, there was the competition as well that we had on this week on the Earth sign weeklies. That is Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. For all those of you who have left a comment on those videos, liked and left a comment, you will be entered in the hat for a free reading. Next week we're going to be doing it on the water signs, and so yes, you're probably going to click that bell to get notifications so you know when the competition is definitely coming up. Okay, overall energies, let's see what's going on for you. Courage, strength. I think we talked about this for several weeks now with you, Scorpio, and I think it's strength within yourself, believing in yourself. And now I think it's the strength of acts. This person here is sticking their hand into the lion's mouth. That's an act. That's a courageous act, as it were. I'm not going to be sticking my hand into a lion's mouth anytime soon, because there's no lions around here. If there was, maybe I would be. But I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon, because it is an incredible, courageous act. And I think this is where overall energy this week here is with those fundamental energies, because we've got that eclipse coming out that's going between the root chakra and the sacrum. It's all about the fundamental desires. And I think this is where you have got the overall energy here that to actually act, to allow your courage and your confidence in you, which I know you have, Scorpio, to overflow and be passed on into acts in your life around you. On your relationship side, you get the 7 of Pentacles on your karmic mission, nurturing your future, nurturing your relationships here. And I think this is also a courageous act. I almost feel like you're sticking with someone that that may need your sort of support or sort of be with. For some of you, it might be a courageous action to nurture yourself, to actually sort of put that relationship into perspective as well at the same time. But whatever it is, I think it's more nurturing your future, and I think this is what the courageous thing is all about. The confidence and the courage and the strength in that card there. Getting rid of your doubts and really sort of applying yourself in life. Working towards the plan that is good for you. How's the universe influencing you? You got the 9 of Cups. I think once you start acting upon your confidence, once you start acting upon your strength and you start nurturing your future, this is when the universe can be very clear about what it can offer you. If you're clear with yourself, then the universe can be very clear with you. And I think there's a lot that could be given to you, actually. It's been an amazing journey over the last sort of 6 months with Scorpio and your readings. And here I think is understanding and nurturing your future as well, because you're in your autumn periods. And in your autumn period, we look at the past year, see what we did well, what we didn't do well, that sort of thing. Seeing what we want to stop, seeing what we want to continue, what we want to start new and stuff like that. And I think the universe here is offering you up possibilities for you to explore and to nurture that within you as a being, within you, within the conversation, within you, within your own consciousness, basically, in regards to your relationships. It's mainly to sort of see what really sits well with you, basically. You get the Hierophant. This is where you've come from. So I think you've come from, as I say, I think you've had an amazing readings over the last sort of 6 months. Your past guides, your guides that are connecting to the longer term plan, to this, nurturing your future, nurturing your good position within your relationships. The Hierophant here is a learned person. They know the steps they need to take in order to get what they want. And I think you know this within you. And that's possibly what the strength and the courage has got to be about. You know what you have to do here, Scorpio. And you have to have that sort of strength and courage to actually go about it. And it's through understanding and knowledge of yourself, your connection to energy, the sort of activities you do to stimulate all those sort of sides. You know that within you. And now it's a case of acting on that within your relationships. Let's just see what the conversation is on in this petal here. It's the conversation that is within you, within your consciousness. This is how your guides are trying to guide you as you go forth or forward. Change of fortune. I think the moment you act, the moment you start instigating what you feel, what you believe in, what you want to nurture as a relationship, general relationship between you and other people, and this could be with another person, this could be with your family, your friends and your community, whatever it is, being you is really important here. And the moment you start acting upon that, that's when the universe will start bringing things into your favor. And when they do start bringing it into your favor, that's when they're going to bring you a sort of change in environment around you. It's like you position yourself, and once you've positioned yourself, that's when people around you are going to be able to sort of interact with you in a much more productive way, because you have positioned and allowing other people then to position around you. What's the overall outcome here on your relationships here? So there's a change of fortune. 7 of Cups with the 7 of Pentacles. This changes the 7 of Pentacles of nurturing your path into following your evident path. If you can well see on this cup here, there's some cups here on this side here that's got snakes. It's got mountains to overcome. It's got sort of rewards. It's got lots of things in there. But there is actually only one cup that's really giving you the benefit here. And I think by the end of the week, it's going to become so obvious to you where you should be going and how you should be integrating the relationships around you, that there's going to be no worries to this. And I think this all starts with simple acts of courage or strength of character within you, and applying it to the world that is around you, that can be incredibly harsh at times, the outside world. But once you start applying your rules to the world outside you, around you, that's when things start falling into place for you, and it becomes so blatantly obvious for you. Let's just see what's going on the financial side of your financial side of your life, sorry. Let's see what's going on in the karmic message. 4 of Cups, look to the future, not to the past. I also think here is a case of, this is a very autumn card, by the way. And the Astroflower, as I said, in the last 3 months before your birthday, that is your autumn period. And you're fully on into it now because we're coming up to your birthday season within the next couple of weeks. It's like you're combining those 3 there are actually combining into a plan that's going on there. Those three are being planned there, and that's what I think the universe and I think yourself is providing for you on your financial pathway. Streamlining a lot of your life in order to sort of like progress on a project, on a business, on a career path. But whatever it is, it's moving forward, basically. How's the universe offering its guidance to you? The Hermit. Yeah, the Hermit knows. The Hermit has got that star in his lantern. He's also got that staff there. And that staff represents like the passion of your life, to live your life, to live fully with your career path, with your business, whatever the things that are around it. And the universe here is sort of saying, you know both sides of you. You know every side. You know your shadow side. You know your sunny side. And the universe here is sort of saying, keep your eyes on the goals, on the ambitions within your life. Do not get distracted. Do not get diverted from your pathway. And I think this ties in as well to the strength cards. An axe that you lay upon the world around you will help you and encourage the energy to sort of help you. Yeah, from this is where your guides are connecting your past to your future. And I think the Queen of Swords here, she has made that decision. She's taking an absolute direction. And it's she who is taking it. And because she has decided based upon logic and not upon her emotions, and it's obvious what she should be doing and the direction she should be following, that allows you to follow that actual plan there. You know, she's actually pointing to that Hermit. You know how to progress on this pathway. It's obvious from where you've come from to where you should be going. And now I think with this eclipse coming out this week, I think it's a case of getting the fundamentals right within your business, your job, your career path, whatever it is. And you get the Queen of Pentacles as well. So two queens here really offering you a real consistent energy, because the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles are two very sort of consistent energy, basically. The Queen of Pentacles, she knows where she's going. She's giving birth to a whole new pentagram, a whole new job that's coming into your life, or it's already come into your life, a direction that you've already taken. Now you've put in that effort. She sat at the tree of knowledge, at the base of the tree of knowledge, and she knows at some point that tree is going to bear fruit. So she knows her future because of what she's put into it and the direction she's taken with that Queen of Swords. And it's going to bring in abundance to you, basically, if you follow the evident path that you should be going down. Keeping it down to fundamentals this week. What fundamentally you need in order to do what you need to do in your life. Tower. This has come up for a lot of people already. Is it a disaster for you? I don't think so. It's not what I'm getting, and it's what I've been getting off this card now for, for a couple of weeks. I think it's more of a situation in the world around you that actually creates a tower moment. And in that tower moment, it gets rid of, as you can well see, there's a crown falling as well from the tower. There's a lot of sort of like hierarchical structures that are sort of falling to the ground. And if you're in your career path, if you're in a job and etc., this could well be beneficial for you, because that means positions will be made available for you to follow on your career path. It could also be that you've started a business and around you there is problems within the business or the businesses that are around your business. But that actually makes more room and more space for you to get success. You know, let's say if you're running a cafe and two coffee shops closed in your town or your village, it's obviously people have got, they're going to still want to go and have their cup of coffee, and therefore you're going to increase your benefits, your customer base. Yes, it is a case of you're not profiting off others' misfortune. I don't think it's a case of that. I just think it's naturally happens because you're not really like that, Scorpio, to profit off other people's misfortunes. But I think you will be the beneficiary of these misfortunes, basically. And I think it's opening up because you know where you're going. That's the thing. If you know where you're going and you're very clear with yourself, it is going to be very much more successful for those sort of peoples going forward. Once you start creating a lot and exploring those creations, that's when energy is going to back you up. Yeah, and I think this is sticking to that plan, and I think the universe has been very clear about that. But we can see that within the two queens as well, that's on that sort of side there. Let's just do a bit of clarification on the Light Seers cards. Thank you very much for being here, sharing your support for this channel. It's so much appreciated. I hope you do get the best out of these readings, because it is a continual story, the Astroflower, and it helps you to helps us to engage with energy in a very productive way, even when it's quite difficult. You know, there's loads of links in the description below that that can show your support for this channel. It'd be very nice. There's also a link to our sister channel, Cymatic TV, which is a channel all about energy. Okay, so let's just go on and see what's going on with the... That fell out earlier on, actually. Your strength, your recognition, and this is what I was talking about with the Tower card as well, and I think as well within your relationships, you're going to get super recognition because you enact, you engage in life, and I think that's really important. When you're engaging in life, I think you're going to be a shining example for everybody else. And I think the universe is encouraging you to do that, and also encouraging you to be that shining example. Because it's one of the best ways in which we can help everyone that is around us doing what we do best. And I think you've got that capacity within you, Scorpio, definitely within you. Let's just see what's going on with this Seven of Pentacles. What's the realization on this karmic message? What's the revelation on this? Happiness, we talked about this the last time with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. They came up together in one petal, and it was a case of letting go something that was painful in the past to go towards your future. And I now think in this week here, your karmic path is to actually nurture that future. Encourage that happiness by seeing things for as they are. And when you enact in life, that's when you can see how people are around you. So it gives you a really good clarification or good clear vision of what sort of relationships you should be engaged with. With the Nine of Cups, what's all these beautiful gifts? You get the Queen of Wands. Yes, look, she's got loads of little flames, loads of little passions around at her feet, but she's concentrating on one at a time. And this is what I think when you enact one thing at a time, and as you enact in one thing at a time, this is where you can engage your passions in a very, very productive way. And this passion is going to sort of explore all of those beautiful gifts given to you by the universe. It's absolutely, it's a beautiful situation here. A beautiful situation where the universe is really trying to open up to your and explore what makes you happy this week within you, not necessarily physically in the world. It's within you, just what ideas sit with you. I think that's really important. Hierophant and Lovers card. Hierophant is a marriage card as well. So you get the lovers that go along with it. And I think this is falling not only in love with your life, but also falling in love with someone else. And I think it's, I actually think it's quite a slow process here. And it's someone you've sort of met, and then you might see them again at some other function like 3 or 4 weeks later. And it just keeps popping up. And eventually it's a case of kind of going, I was thinking of going to the cinema to watch that film. I don't suppose you would like to come along with me. And I think it's coming to that, and I think it's helping you to sort of really appreciate the person that you are with or you are going to be with. Because there's a lot of happiness influencing all these cards here. Seeing how things, once you start enacting on life with this, and you start shining, look at that. Absolutely brilliant, really. Seeing things completely differently is really good for you. And once you start shining in life, that's when the Wheel of Fortune starts playing in your favor. You're going to know it as well. And once you do, that's when you're going to be able to see things in a different light. See your relationships, see other people, see other situations in a different light, to encourage your fortune to actually be building towards that. Your happiness, basically. With the Seven of Cups, you get the Five of Cups. Yes, I think it's a case here of the evident path that you should be following, and that cup there that you should be following within you. Your happiness is going to take you away from those disappointments in the past. It's a little bit like the Three of Swords that you got last week. In the future, I think you're just saying goodbye to any disappointments in regards to relationships that are around you, and saying hello to those two cups there that she's got that are just full of life. And that's what the Two of Cups is going to be bringing into you, in sort of like connecting your past to your future, is that sort of Lover's card in a way. It's time to shine, Scorpio. It really is time to shine. Judgment cards. Was there not a Judgment card here? Everything seems to be pointing towards light. Look, there's the Hangman is looking into the sun. The light is shining upon you. You're gazing into that light. It's all about this sort of light here, and we get the similar sort of thing here, that you are becoming the light. This is where you're following that Ace of Cups in your career path. If you're enjoying whatever you're doing, and it seems to be accumulation of what you've been doing in the past, I would follow it, and I would allow this judgment, because judgment is your righteous path. You're hearing the trumpets, the call of energy. You're hearing the call of the big spirit, as it were, and you're following what you should be doing on a very, very righteous path. I would follow it, because look at all the rest of it. You got the Star, you got the Queen of Swords, and you got the Queen of Pentacles. Very, very powerful directional energy here. And with the Hierophant, yes, what was I talking? Hierophant, Hermit. Blimey. With the Hermit, you get the Nine of Wands here. And this is about going on a journey. But having those healthy boundaries, because you've decided to go on that journey. You've decided to enact what you want to be doing. And as you've decided to enact what you want to be doing, as you go forth on your journey, following that star as your guide, that's when healthy boundaries naturally fall into place and stop you from doing things that just didn't really serve you anything, With the Queen of Swords, what we got going on the Queen of Swords here? The Hierophant. On both sides now, the double Hierophant. And look what we got here on this here. You got the double Hierophant in the middle there, and you got Lovers and the Queen of Swords. This Hierophant here shows it really nicely. That's that star. That's what the star that the Hermit has got in there. That's that light that is shining upon you in that. Because you know the steps you need to take in order to get towards your ambitions. And you are following it. This is a plan that you know is within you. It's a clear decision that you have made. And it's going to make you incredibly happy. And that knowledge of those sort of trilogy learning process, like, body, mind and soul, that sort of thing, you're going to be able to apply that across the board within your career path, within your business, within your projects, everything that is around you. And that's what's going to breed success into you. Okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, You get the devil. This is all about those fundamental desires. The devil has been coming up quite a lot recently. I've got to be careful what I say about the devil, because some people seem to forget that this is tarot at the end of the day. So the devil is all about sort of finer details, really. Could be about contracts and stuff like that as well that you need to pay attention to. Really paying attention to the finer detail. It's getting obsessive about where you're going. You're getting obsessive about sort of that pathway that you know you should be taking because you've had that judgment call, basically. And as you go down that pathway, you may well be tempted off your pathway. And that's what the Nine of Wands is all about, those healthy boundaries. Do not get tempted off your pathway. Stay strong and true to who you are. That is so important. And that seems to be a repeating message now that's coming through over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I think the devil there is all about the finer detail. What is this tower all about? Now, you know, as I say, it's come up in a lot of star signs in the readings. Let's just see what it's all about. Getting stuck. Yeah, I think this is it. I don't think it's something that's happening to you. As I say, I think it's something that's happening in the world around you. I think it's happening generally in the world. And I think it's stopping, it's liberating us. It's clearing out dead wood so new wood can grow, basically. It's clearing out old systems that we've been using that no longer serve us, that no longer helps us create as a collective. And that's what that logical evolution that I've been talking about on this channel for ages. It seems like for a year now. Yeah, this tower moment that comes in, obviously it's coming through the business side of life more than anything else, and it's rocking the world. But I think you are going to get the benefits from this, because it's going to set you free. You know, I nearly broke into song then. Set you free. It's from a song. I know it is. I can't remember what the song is, but it's from a song. But it's going to set you free. And it's going to open a lot of options for you in your career path, your business or your projects. The thing is, when those options are open, it does create a lot of questions. So I would have thought next week, you're going to see a lot of questioning about the pathway, about which choices to make and stuff like that. But we'll see that in next week's reading and that competition that's tied into it. There's also the competition that we've done on the earth signs, as I said. There's all the links in the description below. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. Really do appreciate it. So in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.